welcome to the channel. Today, something different. All this time when I've been filming for the channel, I've been talking to my mystery partner riding in front of me. Today I thought I'd introduce her. My wife Carol.
Hi.
That's her bike. So, tell us a bit about your riding history and how you come to start riding a Triumph Street Triple.
I've been riding about 6 or 7 years, I think.
What year did you take your test?
2012.
And why did you decide to take your test?
Because the kids were growing up and you had started going out on your Bandit, which you'd got at the time, and you were going to lots of different trips with various different groups and things, and kept ringing up telling me how wonderful it all was and how fantastic a time you were having. And I just thought, as the kids were getting older, it's something I perhaps would like to give a go. And when I was picking our eldest lad up from school one day, he said to me he fancied doing his bike test, and I said, yeah, I'm thinking about doing mine too. And he says, well, that's not the answer I expected. He says, I expected you to tell me I couldn't do it and it was dangerous and all the rest of it, and not that it was a good idea. And I said, well, I think it is a good idea, and I think, you know, it's a good way of seeing the world and seeing lots of different places and that.
Absolutely.
So we went and did our CBT on the same day together, and I went and did the CBT, and I didn't know whether I'd like it at all or not. I'd ridden on the back of your bike a couple of times and hadn't really enjoyed that particularly. So I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy riding my own or not. But in actual fact, I absolutely loved it, and best thing I ever did, really. So I did my CBT and did the DAS direct access scheme, took my Mod 1 and my Mod 2 on the same day, because once I'd passed my Mod 1, they said, oh, we've got some slots this afternoon if you want to do your Mod 2, so I did that. And there I was with a full licence, and I'd got a Triumph Street Triple on order straight away, so yeah, best thing I ever did. So
Yeah, and what colour was that?
well, the Triumph Street Triple, the main reason I bought it was because the colour. It was purple, it was beautiful, but unfortunately it met with a bit of a sticky end. I dropped it on a slow speed off, and so we decided to trade that in and have one with ABS, which is this bike. So
Yeah, because we think the locking the front end up was the thing that led to you dropping it, wasn't it?
Just going through a little town, and I was just following a car, and they just suddenly stopped for no apparent reason, and I just locked up, and before I knew it, I was on the floor. And I think it was just on a wet day. I think it was New Year's Day or something. We were riding, and it was a wet, miserable morning.
1 minute you're just riding along, aren't you? The next minute you're straight down. And that's how easy it can be.
Yeah.
With the car
So
coming
that was
the
a
other
bit of
way.
a shock. So we decided to swap it for a bike with ABS, because the original Street Triple, the 2012 model I had, hadn't got ABS on it. So.
But what you did like about it got the upswept exhaust pipes at the back, hadn't it?
I did particularly like the look of that. I think they changed the model, and it did have the twin exhaust at the back. Everything was very symmetrical on the original one.
If I can, I'll stick a couple of pictures just up there for you to look at. But yeah, it was a lovely bike, wasn't it?
Lovely bike, but we traded that in and bought this one instead. This is 2016
How long have you had this now? It's over 3 years, isn't it?
3 years and a bit, nearly 4 years old now.
It's done, I think, about 22,000 miles. You've clocked all those miles up on it, haven't you?
22,000 miles. Do quite a lot of touring on it. Most people would say that it's not a suitable bike for touring, but we've got a top box that goes on there, and we've got panniers that fit on, and it's just the right height for me, so it works ideal for
I personally think it's a good touring bike for somebody that wants to tour solo.
Yeah,
and,
you wouldn't want pillion on it.
Yeah, I mean, tell us a little bit about the luggage that you've had put on.
We've got some panniers that fit on here, so they're SW Motec panniers, Blaze panniers. They do rub the bike a little bit, as you can see there.
Yeah, because you didn't put the
tape on.
the protection tape on, did you?
And we've got a top box that fits on there, and if we're going camping or we need extra, we've got like a roll pack. We can just strap on the pillion seat there. And so it's more than enough luggage for
tell everybody why you've got
the
ugly thing
mudguard. The mudguard is essential. First day I went out on this bike without the mudguard when I had it brand new, I think it was probably March time, and the spray and crap off the road just came straight up my back and just covered me with just road filth. So to go touring when you don't know what the weather's going to be like, you can't just take it on perfect days. You need some protection from all the rubbish. The previous version of this bike that had the double exhaust system, that seemed to collect quite a lot of the rubbish, and it kind of protected your back a bit.
I think you had a bit of a shock when you rode this bike home, and just how covered with crud that you did get.
So that's been a really good addition. I know it don't look great, but you know, it's practicalities really.
Yeah. So what else have you got done to it for your touring benefit?
So we've got the sat-nav mount on there, which gets my Garmin Zumo sat-nav on there, which we plan the routes on base camp.
Yeah. And what's the most important mod that you've had done?
Oh, heated grips. I love my heated grips. Heated grips are fantastic. I mean, the first thing I'd put on any bike, heated grips.
I think they're a must, especially if you're riding in all sorts of weather.
Even in the summer, I sometimes just put them on low, because sometimes if you've ridden all day and your arms and your hands are getting a little bit achy and tired, just that little bit of heat through the gloves just helps keep your hands supple, and you can just use the controls. You start getting really cold and tensed up, and your hands start seizing up, so I find it really helpful.
What's the other item you've got there on the top of the tank?
Oh, my tank bag fits on there. That's the tank loop. The original bike, we did have an electric one which you can charge your phone and stuff in, but this isn't electric, this is just normal, and the tank just sits on there, the tank bag. And it's really helpful if you're going on tolls through France and that sort of thing. You need somewhere to just stick your toll ticket, and
they are really good, aren't they?
And it just keeps all your purse and your phone and everything handy, and you can see it, all your documents that you've got with you. They're just nicely right in front of you. You know you've got them all there, safe and sound, really. So that's I use that all the time whenever I go out. I've got my tank bag on there.
Yeah. So as far as a touring bike, how would you rate it? Comfort-wise, I mean, how tall are you?
I'm 5'7", but I can ride all day, comfortable as anything. I don't, I've seen people get off GS's, really achy and struggling after a day's riding. I don't feel like that after this. I can ride this all day and it doesn't bother me at all.
What about, everybody was saying it's a naked bike, what about the buffeting from the front? Do you get buffeted, do you think?
It doesn't bother me. I've tried a Triumph Tiger with the screen, and I found that far more buffeting with that. I didn't like it at all. So I think when you've just got the clean air coming at you, it's fine. So I think sometimes the screens can direct it directly at your head, and it actually makes it worse.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of naked bikes. I think screens can sometimes cause more issues than the cure. So overall,
I love it.
There's nothing else you'd want to ride?
Not at the moment. There's nothing else I'd want to ride at the moment. I think I can't imagine me changing it at the moment. I've seen the new version of the Street Triple. The seat definitely isn't as comfortable. So if I was riding that all day, I think I'd struggle. I think this really just takes some beating. It's got everything you need.
Okay, fab. Well, guys, that's the rare appearance of Carol on my channel. You don't often get to hear her speak, so feel honoured. And thanks a lot for watching anyway. I hope that's given you an insight into why she rides the Street Triple. And for me, my wife riding, it just makes it that all our holidays are motorbike related. We both love riding. We get so many holidays in during the year. I mean, I think we get away about 3 times, don't we?
3-4 weeks away,
3-4 weeks, all motorbike related. So, guys, if you're interested in doing lots of biking, get your other half to ride a motorbike. Get a bike, get her riding the bike rather than on the back. And all your spare money, all your spare time goes onto motorbikes and motorbike holidays. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching this episode, and we'll catch you again soon. Cheers for now.
you.